Push it. Admit all button has been pushed.
Thank you, Kevin.
You go.
Hello, everybody. We are so happy to have you here at 50 Strong today. Exciting. We had almost 1,000 people register for today's event. I always start by saying we may have technical problems, right? This is just the reality of using a virtual environment. If we have any technical difficulties, we hope not, but if we do, knock on wood, everybody please rejoin from the link that you were sent for the meeting. If you are joining us on LinkedIn Live, a reminder, we welcome you to view us on LinkedIn Live for the first half an hour. If you want to participate in the breakout rooms with all the employers, please go ahead and register at the URL that's in here in this post. I want to thank several employers that are making today's event possible. And I see that we do have a bunch of folks just now joining us from the waiting room, so I'll give it just a second. I want to thank a group of employers that make all of our efforts possible. To Johnson & Johnson, Amazon, Wells Fargo, Tech Systems, Cushman & Wakefield, John Deere, Verizon, United Health Group, Lowe's, and Fiserv. Thank you for making our efforts possible. Thank you for being a really important part of this work. To the military affiliated job seekers, you'll get a chance to hear from those employers in just a second. And also, we want to say a very special thank you to all the other employers that are participating with us today. 50 Strong is all about enabling and connecting at scale strong employers that have strong pathways with strong military talent. One really important part for today, I really need everybody to be on Zoom 5.3.0 or later in order to participate in the breakout rooms. So if you can, please just, if you want to take a second to check and make sure, that'd be amazing. All right. At 50 Strong, we know that navigating civilian employment can be complicated for those accustomed to military norms. However, here's the good news. We have found repeatedly that a warm connection and direct exposure to the right people at employers can make a really big difference. That is what we're here for today. And we are so happy that you have joined us. All the employers that are here with us today actively seek your skills. Many of them have resourced military-specific pathways with military talent teams. Listen, maybe one of these is going to be a great fit for you, but maybe not. If you find a great fit here today, amazing. We will be so excited for you. But you may not find a great fit here today, and this may be your first time talking to employers in the civilian industry. If so, use this to learn and explore, learn the language, and join us back again. All right, so for today, by the way, y'all, I've just kicked off a poll. If y'all can give us some feedback, we really, really appreciate it. For those of you that may be down to the bottom of the poll and you're wondering where my question is about college football, it was a sad day in this house last weekend, and so I've just omitted that link. But if you are a college football fan and you would either like to put in a little joke about Alabama, please, not too many. Roll Tide, thank you so much. But we would certainly love to hear from you where you are in the country or across the world. I see the War Eagle, Keith. Thank you. But again, thank you so much for being here. To the employer partners that are here with us today, each of the employers that you see here will be hosting their own breakout rooms. So I want you to think of this as you've come to a party at our house, but each of these employers are going to be hosting their own party for you in just a bit, and they all certainly are eager to talk to you. And good news, in 2 weeks, we're going to do all this again with a whole new set of employers. I'm so happy to share with you for the very first time, our event on September 28th will be hosted in collaboration with the Wounded Warrior Project. We thank them for their important work, and we're excited to collaborate with them on an event in 2 weeks. And then, y'all, our team has been super busy. We are working so hard with our partners to create as many virtual opportunities and to share with you the virtual opportunities that we're tracking with really strong employers. Chantel, you want to say a quick hello?
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone did their pull-ups before they came. Just, we didn't see the video. But hi, everyone. Great to be here.
Chantel did a little challenge this week that she could do 50 pull-ups, and she did it, I think. But anyway, Chantel has been really hard at work with lots of our employer partners. All the events that you see here are coming up within the next 45 days. I hope that you can join us as often as possible. We certainly want to thank a really important group that works with us to share out about our events. We today collaborate with about 60 higher ed partners. They are sharing out about these events as a way to support career readiness for their students. We thank them. Special shout out this week to NYU, University of Arizona, and the California Community College System, as well as AMU for the sharing they've done. We really appreciate all of them. And if you are a student at one of these schools, please drop it in. Housekeeping, we are going to be together for about the next 20 minutes or so. And then we will open up the breakout rooms for 1 hour. In those breakout rooms, y'all, this is the magic of 50 Strong. So we really hope that you'll participate and join us. Again, if you're following on LinkedIn Live, please go ahead and register and join us from the link that you get in your email. And then we'll come back together for a wrap up. I am going to stop my screen share just for a minute. You all heard from Chantel. We are working really hard at the 50 Strong team. I also want to say a special thank you to Carrie Campbell, who is helping us. I also wanted to give my husband, Kevin, just a quick minute to say hello. Kevin, the floor is yours for a couple minutes.
A couple minutes. How about them?
Okay, maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay. Pleasure meeting everybody. My name's Kevin Tillman. Super excited everybody's here. I had a transition. My transition, I guess, was pretty brutal. Took a long time. Didn't know anything. I thought everything would be nice and pretty, and I get a job, and I transitioned back into the civilian world. That did not happen. So the fact that we have all these employers here and all the veterans that are looking for work, like there's no better place to be. I didn't have that when I got out. I just kind of thought I'd stumble upon this awesome job, and it was a mess. So really grateful that the employers are out here providing this opportunity, and that people are jumping on it. Because the time it took me to get in a regular job is what I'd call it when I didn't have one. I need a regular job, which can't even laugh at me. Like, what the hell's a regular job? Like, where you put a shirt on and a tie and they give you like insurance or something, like to show up. And it was just really, really difficult, and I struggled. And that's pretty painful for a lot of reasons. And if you get out and you're not in a great headspace, it just gets worse and worse. So I'm really excited everybody's here. And please take this time to chat with the employers, learn as much as you can, learn the language, just see what they're offering. I mean, it's a different world. Kind of like when you went into the military, it was a change. It was very different. You felt a little bit, the term we kind of use here often is kind of feel like an imposter. So it'll feel a little awkward at first, but you'll get used to it and it'll be fine. Just part of the game. So, but Ken, thanks for my 45, 50 seconds, and I'm just excited to be here.
Thanks, Kev. All right, before I asked a couple of our employers to just say a quick hello, I wanted to share 63% of you are joining us for the very first time at 50 Strong. So for the 63% of you that are here for the first time, thank you so much for being here. I hope that what you are taking away already is that this is super cash. We hope this has been easy for you to get in and join us. And it's virtual, right? So we hope that that is very easy for you. But again, thank you for being here. If you're feeling a little bit lost about these breakout rooms, it's okay. Just hang with us and we will help you get settled. With that, I want to ask a couple of folks to say hello. I'm going to start with David Ottavianelli from John Deere. David, couple minutes.
Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for what you do. I'm David. from John Deere. I have the honor of leading our military outreach teams at John Deere. I'm an Army veteran and super excited that you're all here. You may have heard of John Deere, right? Our cool tractors, our cool hats, combines, but you may not know that we also have a large construction and forestry division that doubled in size with the acquisition of a company called Verken in 2018. And you may also not know that we're a technology leader with 2 new products that got introduced to the market here in 2023, See and Spray technology on our sprayers and autonomous tractor. And you may not also know that we got over 2,000 dealer locations that are looking for excellent, top-notch leaders, specialists in your field, especially willing to help support you in your transition to do that. We have a wide range of roles and opportunities for all ranks, for all types of occupations. We are a DoD SkillBridge approved provider, meaning that we can host individual SkillBridge opportunities when you want to do it, where you want to do it, and what type of work you want to do at that location. We're also a DoD approved SkillBridge provider for those dealerships in those 2,000 locations across the country. We want to make this really simple for you. And our folks on the call here and our team will chat with you in the breakout room. But we would also, I'll ask them to put it in the chat here, a simple way to contact us. And we ask you to fill out that contact card, and we'll connect you with a veteran just to have a conversation about, hey, is there a match? What is the location, type of work, et cetera, that we can do for you? I'm looking for it. Hey, we're looking for you to be part of your next mission and our next mission of helping farmers and infrastructure workers feed and shelter the world. It's an incredible part of our mission, and we look forward to meeting with you in the breakout room, and thank you for your service.
Thank you, David. Appreciate you. Next up from Amazon, Elin, how are you? Thank you for being with us.
Hi, Candy. Thank you. Thank you for having us. Hi, everyone. My name is Elin Weaver. I am a senior client lead on Amazon's Military Veterans and Pathways recruiting team. Little fun fact, everyone that's on the team that I am on were either veterans or military spouses. Myself, I'm a military spouse. My husband is active duty Army, currently stationed at JBLM. So if anyone is here, hello. But I will be in the Amazon breakout room chatting a little bit about the roles that we are currently recruiting and hiring for. We have buildings, everywhere essentially. So, and we are hiring for a lot of the different buildings within operations, as well as some corporate roles that we have. So I'm happy to chat through those in the Amazon breakout room, and as well answer any questions that you have about interviewing, SkillBridge, any of the permanent roles that we currently have. So hope to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Elin. From Fortune 5 United Health Group, Barbara, how are you?
Hi, Candy. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming to the call today. My name is Barbara Beltram. I am the coordinator for military fellowship programs at United Health Group. United Health Group is probably the largest company that you've never heard of, but we have several businesses that fall under our umbrella. For example, United Healthcare, which most of you probably have heard of, in Q1 just this year, served nearly 2 million people, more than a year earlier, with a total of 52 million consumers that are part of our insurance arm. And that's just one business underneath United Health Group. We do participate in DoD SkillBridge, as well as the Hiring Our Heroes Military Spouse Fellowship Program. And we have over 33 job families at United Health Group. So you do not need to be healthcare, medical, anything at all. We have a huge corporation that operates, and we need everything that you could think of to keep our company going. I'm also retired Navy, and I am a SkillBridge alumni, so I'd be happy to talk to all of you in our breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. From Verizon, Paola, how are you?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
I'm a little under the weather, as you guys can clearly tell, but that didn't stop me from coming and meeting you guys today. So my name is Paola Martinez. I'm the military programs consultant for our team. I also served 5 years in the Marine Corps as an administrative specialist. And one thing that you guys don't know is that Verizon is more than just a cell phone company. If you think of the military and you think of everything that the military has, your finance, your supply, your logistics, your motor T, all of that Verizon has. We have our fleet operations, we have our supply chain. Somebody has to take those phones to the stores, right? Somebody has to make sure that there's real estate to make sure that the stores are there. So we are more than just a cell phone company, and we're so eager to talk to you about those areas of opportunity. Like many of the employers here, we are also a Skill Bridge and Hiring Our Heroes affiliate. So we have hired over 200 fellows since 2018. So we are always eager. And also our team is all prior service. So we know the challenges that you guys face as you guys are transitioning into this next chapter of your career. So we welcome you to our booth. What I'm gonna put in the chat real quickly is our careers page and our emails. So just feel free to browse through that page and also connect with us through our email. And then part of our team is going to be there. We will also like to connect via LinkedIn. So Candy, back to you.
Thank you so much. Hey, y'all, I hope you're picking up a theme, right? You may have an idea of what a company does in your head, but it takes so many types of roles working together to help that company perform its business objectives. So as Barbara and Paola mentioned, all types of functional areas at large companies. Next up from Fiserv, Seth, how are you?
Hey, Candy, thank you. Yes, I am with Fiserv. So Fiserv, I go ahead and I threw some information in the chat there for everybody. Please come and see us. We are a fintech company. We're the original fintech. We are at 39 years old doing a business, almost my age, not to date myself. And so I am a military veteran. I retired out of the Army last year from the center of the universe, Fort Bragg, also known as Fort Liberty. And now I came in through the Hiring Our Heroes Corporate Fellowship Program into Fiserv. And super excited to be here. So Fiserv, a company you've most likely never heard of unless you're in the banking industry, but what a lot of people don't realize is that we are in more than 100 countries, over 40,000 employees. We manage more than 12,000 financial transactions per second, reaching nearly 100% of US households. So while you may not have heard of us, you probably have used us. A lot of the things that we are tied in with is Zelle, your payment solutions. We have a Clover device that handles point of sale. We manage the movement of money in a lot of your big organizations that you probably have heard of, like Walmart, Dunkin' Donuts, other companies like that. So what we focus in on is the safe transfer and movement and handling of the financial institutions and their money. So in order to have a large company like that work, like you've heard from other companies, is there's a lot of moving pieces behind that. So people always say, oh, well, I'm not big into finance, or I don't have a banking background. I don't know if that would be a good fit for me. Well, in order to make a company like that work, we have everything behind the scenes, and that could be software development, engineering, obviously, sales, right? Technology, client-facing operations, tech support, finance and accounting, obviously, product management, project management, call center roles, professional services, production. We have whole production sites. So we develop the cards like Visa that they print out the cards that you actually have in your wallet, in your purse. So like to keep that trend going forward, even though you may think that financial tech, that might not be something for me, I guarantee we have a role somewhere in the United States that would probably be a good fit for you. So please come see us in the breakout room. I will be there with my lovely coworker, Joy Rena Hunter from our leadership in HR, and we'll be excited to chat with you.
Awesome, Seth. Thank you so much. From Tech Systems, Franklin, are you with us?
I am. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Hey, Franklin, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. How you doing, Candy, Kevin, and Chantel? It is a pleasure to be here with all of you. As Candy mentioned, my name is Franklin. My last name is Reed, and I am the Executive Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at Tech Systems. And actually, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be celebrating 23 years with this wonderful organization. And I know I must have started at 18, so you're right. 8, I should say. I'm sorry. You know, it's horrible when you have a joke that doesn't land right, and that didn't land right. So
Well,
I have
everybody's
to
just on mute. It totally landed, Franklin.
I'll have to work on that. I'm responsible in my job for ensuring that Tech Systems, we have an open door for anyone and everyone that is willing to put in the work and willing to succeed, and to make sure that we remove barriers of opportunity. So that's what I get to do in my day job. We are a technology transformation organization, and our largest line of business is our staffing and talent management. We have over 100 offices around the country, and we've got some really strong partnerships with folks like Google Cloud, AWS, Red Hat, Microsoft, and just a bunch of other organizations. We work with about 6,000 customers, and many of them are some of the wonderful brands and organizations that are on this call with us as well. At Tech Systems, we've got a long-standing history and commitment to serving veterans and their spouses. And since 2013, we've hired or placed over 32,000 vets and spouses. And while we're proud of that, we have a goal of accelerating that over the next 5 years. You know, we've got 6 core values within our organizations, and you know, I believe that those core values align directly to the men and women like yourselves who serve to protect our country, and they are relationships, performance, personal and professional development, serving others, having open communications, and conclusion. And so in our breakout, I'm excited because I'm going to be joined by 3 of our recruiters who are aligned to what we call our government services vertical, and all of them are veterans, and they work extremely hard to create opportunities for folks like yourselves. So if you are looking for opportunities in technology, in networking, cybersecurity, cloud, PM, software development, you name it, please stop by our breakout room. And then finally, we're also even looking for men and women who are interested in sales and recruiting. We have a considerable number of opportunities across the country. So looking forward to seeing you in one of the breakout rooms.
Thank you so much, Franklin. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
From Wells Fargo, Aaron, how are you?
Good, Candy. I was trying to find the mute button. It took me a second. Well, thank you. I'm Aaron Miranda. I'm the military talent liaison for Wells Fargo, and I've been on the Stagecoach for a little bit over 2 years, but I've been in talent acquisitions, military transition services for over 18 years, from working in academia to even owning and operating my own recruitment firm. Now, my primary job and responsibility at Wells Fargo is actually really simple, is to help veterans and military spouses find the right position with us. At Wells Fargo, we have over 30 individuals dedicated to help veterans and military spouses become our teammates through direct placements or through our veteran exclusive programs. Programs such as our vet internship programs, our boosted banking program, our corporate fellowship program, our Triple H program, and also our apprenticeships. Right now, we have a systems architect military apprentice that's live in Charlotte. And there's some other things in the works. So come to our breakout room and find out a little bit more. Now, Candy, can you put our military recruiting at wellsfargo.com in the chat? If you want to get connected with Military Talent Liaison, feel free to email us directly, and we'll get you connected to the right individual. Thank you, Candy.
Absolutely. Thank you for being with us, Aaron. I did drop that in the chat. From Lowe's, Alex, how are you?
Hey, Candy, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, so happy to be back here. Hi, everybody. My name's Alex Barker. I'm an Army veteran and I'm a military recruiter here at Lowe's. I'm also joined today by my colleague, Rebecca Medlin. She is an Army spouse and also a military recruiter with me. And I am pleased to welcome Scotty Creelman, who is one of our campus recruiters and served in the National Guard. So I think all of you are probably familiar with Lowe's. I'm sure most of you have been to our stores, used our veteran parking spaces or our everyday veterans discounts. And those are things that we're so happy to provide to our community to say thank you for your service. We also want to employ you. So Lowe's employs 310,000 associates worldwide. 26,000 of those are from our military community members. We're headquartered out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and we have retail and distribution centers across the country. Like a lot of other employers here, we are approved DoD SkillBridge and hiring our heroes partners. And we have SkillBridge fellowships in both our retail and our corporate areas. We also offer advocacy and consultation for those of you who are looking for full-time employment as well. So today also, Scotty's here. We're looking for student veterans to come into our summer internship cohort next year. So please drop by our breakout room and chat with me and Rebecca and Scotty if you're currently in a graduate or undergraduate program looking for an internship for next summer. Please come by our breakout room, say hi, for more information. We're very excited to meet you guys, and we're hoping to find some future Lowe's employees today. So thanks, Candy.
Thank you, Alex. And rounding us out today, Matt from Cushman and Wakefield.
Hey, everybody. Thanks, Candy. Yeah, I think first and foremost, being a Marine veteran, I'd like to know how many other Marines are in here. I don't know if Candy's survey in the beginning covered all that, but if you could just write the word "yut" in the comments, that'd be great. I'd like to count. Thank you. Hey, Matt Disher. I lead military and veterans programs here at Cushman and Wakefield. Who are Cushman and Wakefield? We're one of the largest global commercial real estate companies on earth. Hey, I see the comments about crayons. If you're going to bring crayons, bring the red ones. Those are my favorite. We manage about 5 billion square feet of property around the world, did about just over 10 billion in revenues last year. I've got somewhere over between 1,500 and 2,000 veterans that work inside of our business. Look, we're hiring everything from engineers and maintenance technicians to property managers, recruiters, HR, you name it, all the other jobs that you heard everybody else talk about. What do we do as a business? Not unlike what Franklin said from Tech Systems, a lot of the other companies that you're hearing from here on the call today are clients of ours. We manage properties, the places where you live, work, and play, from the football stadium to the apartment building. We make sure that those things stay up and running. And commercial real estate is not going anywhere. It's a huge, massive global industry, and we're one of the biggest players in the space. We're a top-ranked military-friendly organization. We've got all the programs. I'm joined today with Billy Flagg. Billy Flagg is he's a Army veteran, but also a product of our DoD SkillBridge program. And he leads some of the programs within our military and veterans system, to include the military spouse employment program, some of our digital marketing and things like that. So we'll be both in our room chatting it up with you. Here's the thing. We're a network. A lot of these other employers you talk to, Candy and Kevin and everybody else, David O from John Deere and the gang from Verizon, and all these people, we all bump into each other at the same places all the time. So please use this as an opportunity, use these breakout rooms as an opportunity to use the network. And if one thing doesn't fit, there are 10 or 15 more of us whose doors you can knock on. 3 pieces of advice I give people when you're leaving the military: network, network, and network. It's going to be the most vital asset, the most valuable thing that you do. And in the spirit of that, I just dropped my LinkedIn link in there if you want to connect with me, Matt Disher at Cushman & Wakefield. I look forward to seeing you guys in our breakout room. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. All right, I'm going to pull my slides back up. We are at the portion of our event. We are going to open breakout rooms in just a second. We are going to take about 1 minute to take you through, for those of you that are new, if you need a little help with understanding the breakout rooms and maybe how to pick your top ones, that'd be amazing. One thing I want to call out, there are now 400 of us in this room, in this meeting. If you have delays picking a breakout room, just pick a different one and come back. I'd also, Chantel, do you mind to go ahead and drop in some info for folks? If you want help picking your breakout rooms, You may have already decided which ones you want to go into, which is totally fine. But I want you to know 3 things that we've pulled together with the employer partners that are all here today. And there are many beyond what you've just heard from. 3 things that we've pulled together that may help you pick your breakout rooms. The first is a high-level overview of key areas and locations that each employer offers. This is on our website. Chantel just dropped that in for you. You can leverage this anytime. The ones that are here today, you'll see with a yes. But again, this is not a job board. This is just high-level overview. The second way, if you are active duty and you are looking for SkillBridge, on our website, there are about 6,000 unique DoD authorized SkillBridge opportunities at the city level. About 1,800 of those have been updated in real time within the last week by each SkillBridge partner. We are updating this often, and you are welcome to leverage that if it's helpful in your SkillBridge journey. I also wanted to share a new effort that we're working on. Alex mentioned student veteran opportunities. We are working really hard with our employer partners, and we now have a new feature on our website. If you are a military affiliated student and you are looking for opportunities that may be a good fit for you, you are welcome to leverage that link as well. All right, navigating your breakout rooms. And here's what I'm going to do. For those of you that already know how to use breakout rooms, we're going to go ahead and open up all the breakout rooms. I'll go ahead and ask each of our employer partners, go ahead and move into your breakout room. All right. If you are totally lost with everything that I've just said and you have no idea what to do, hang with us and we will go through this again. But I also just wanted to point out the breakout rooms are open. So you should see a button on your screen that says breakout rooms. You'll see a list of all the employer partners that are here today. Just click join next to their to the employer name that you want to go into. That'll join you into their room. We will send kind of 15-minute heads up so that you can keep track of how your hour is going. Employers, please stay in your rooms, but to the military affiliated job seekers that are here, you can use that if you want. And then when you're ready to go to a different room, just click leave room. It'll rejoin you to us here in the main session, and then you can click another room. Again, if you are joining us on LinkedIn Live, if you want to participate in the breakout rooms to talk directly to these employers, please register and join us from the link in the confirmation email. I also want to just call out, everybody has been welcome for the welcome portion of the event. The breakout rooms are specifically for the participating employers and the military affiliated job seekers that are here. We do not want pitching, sales pitches happening, or anything else taking away from the direct engagement between job seekers and employers. If you have issues moving in and out of the breakout rooms, please drop a note into the chat and we will keep an eye on this. Okay. I'm going to take a quick check. Chantel, how are we looking?
We're good so far. Sorry.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, thank you. All right, if anybody, again, if you are having problems moving into a breakout room or you don't see the breakout room button, we can manually move you. Please, again, just drop a note in the chat, but we do want to make sure that as many people that can move themselves can do so.
It looks like they're moving in fine with not a ton of delays. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, great. Okay, if you cannot get into a room, please pick a different one and try it again a little bit. Sometimes we found the last meeting, there are no caps with the breakout rooms, but sometimes there have been a few issues. So please just pick a different one and then come back.
Hey, hey, Candy, it's Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie.
I don't see my room. I don't know if it's me. I'm technically challenged.
Hang on, Stephanie. Okay, let's get you into that room because there are folks in there. Chantel, can you move Stephanie?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, Stephanie.
Stand by, Stephanie. Stephanie, where am I moving you?
Procter and Gamble.
There we go. Thank you.
Hey, Candy and Chantel, I don't have a room either. I might have done that to myself, but I see two extra rooms.
Hey, Todd, we did not get an accept on the invite for Equinix.
Oh.
For y'all for today.
Okay, that's all
Certainly can
right.
look at it for the next one, okay?
Sure enough. I already reached out to some folks anyways. Thanks so much for you all being
Thank
here.
you.
Have a great day.
All right.
Hey, Candy, I'm assuming the same thing for ADP.
We did same thing. We did not get the accept on that one, and we reached out to Irving. So maybe check with him and let's make sure for the next one, okay?
All right. You have a good one.
You too. Thanks for being here, Augie.
Thank you.
Hi,
Chantel, will you make a note of both of those?
Hi, Candy.
I thought this was done really well. Thank you.
Good. Awesome. Hey, listen, y'all, I want to share just a few things with you for wrap up, and then we have a couple cool giveaways. Next steps. When you were in your breakout rooms, each employer should have been very specific with how they want you to follow up. It may look different for different employers, right? It's part of the fun. But please follow up directly. If you reach out to me on LinkedIn, for example, there were 400 people that joined us today, others that joined us as the breakout rooms are already open. I won't be able to give you specific follow-up. So please make sure that you follow up exactly how each employer directed. Leverage LinkedIn, download the 50 Strong app because it's the easiest way for you to keep top of mind of all the cool events that we have coming up. We welcome you anytime to join us back at 50 Strong. We put the link there for all of our upcoming events, but I wanted to just quickly show you what we have coming over the next 45 days. In 2 weeks, we will host another event, another big event just like this. We'll have between 25 and 30 strong employers. Some of the employers that are here today will be back. We've also got new employers coming back to join us. Several of these that are first time ever 50 Strong. Please join us again in 2 weeks. And then these are all the events that we already have planned for the next 45 days. And Chantel, correct me if I'm wrong, we have a couple more that are going to be adding probably within the next 48 hours, maybe?
Yes.
Is that right?
We're basically going to have 2 every week for the entire month of October.
Okay. And they're all virtual, right? So we have all these virtual opportunities for you to engage directly with employers that want to share about their pathways and jobs with you. We hope you take advantage of whatever makes sense for you and your schedule. All right, giveaways for today. We are going to give away up to 10 50 Strong shirts or 50 Strong hats. The way that you can get one of these, we'd love for you to share on LinkedIn something that you learned from today's event. I want you to tag the employer partner that you heard it from. Tag the employer representatives that were in those rooms. They also love reading your posts. But again, we want you to share something that you learned, something that was new, something funny that happened, or anything that you think makes sense. Do that today or tomorrow. We'll be keeping an eye on everything that 50 Strong is tagged in, and we'll pick up to 10 of those to give 50 Strong shirts or hats. We have lots of colors that you can pick from. Do we have any other giveaways for today?
Yes.
Okay, Matt, I thought so.
I'm just going to piggyback off of what yours is, Candy. So ladies and gents, I've got some Yeti or Arctic coolers that'll hold a 12-pack of juice if you decide to go to the beach and you want to keep your beverages cold. It's got a little Cushman Wakefield brand on those. Candy, do you have yours sitting around somewhere that we can see?
You know what?
That's all right.
It's in the garage, Matt. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Listen, the post doesn't have to be lengthy or anything like that. I'm looking for creativity and impact. So I will just piggyback off of anybody who posts whatever you just said, Candy, tagging us in the conversation, something you learned. And I'll pick one of those and I'll shoot you a note and ask for your address, and I'll fire over an Arctic or Yeti cooler to you with a couple of other things in it.
Awesome. Any other fun giveaways?
Look, I don't have an Arctic or Yeti cooler, which I did take mine to the beach for juice boxes for my children. I meant to take a picture and text it to you, Matt. I very much apologize. But we will do, so we have colored shirts that are Verizon based on the different branch colors. So if you tag us, tell us what branch you're in, we'll pick, again, one of the best, most creative ones. Screenshots are best, especially when somebody freezes in like a really crazy pose. We will send you a branch specific shirt that color coordinates to your branch of service.
Awesome. I love it, Michael. Anybody else? All right. So y'all, we have some cool giveaways, right? The point is, we hope that this has been helpful and productive, and we're super happy that you joined. Also, when we wrap up, if you could please take 20 seconds to fill out a quick survey, that would be really helpful for our team, as we were working really hard to make sure. For those of you that had technical difficulties today, my apologies. I hope that only affected a few of you. But again, we certainly hope that this has been helpful and productive. I want to say thank you to Johnson & Johnson, Amazon, Wells Fargo, Tech Systems, Cushman & Wakefield, John Deere, Verizon, Lowe's, United Health Group, and Fiserv. There were many employers that were here today and that will be here with us in the future. These are the companies that are making all of this possible, and we thank them. With that, again, I want to say thank you to all of you that are here with us today. To have 200 people at the end of an hour and 40 minutes is something that I don't think we've ever seen before. Most people drop off after they talk to the couple employers that they want to talk to. So to all of you that have spent a lot of your time today, we thank you. We hope this has been a productive and efficient hour and 40 minutes for you. Any last couple words from any of our sponsoring employers?
Yeah, Candy, can you hear me? This is David from General Comics.
How are you?
Good. Hey, just want to say we appreciate the invite for our first time being here. We really had some great, connections there on our breakout session. And so we will definitely be more involved, and I will get my camera working next time.
Awesome. Thanks, David.
All right.
Yeah, Candy, I really appreciate being here as always. And I think my biggest piece of advice is it is never too late to network, and it is always, as best as you can, try to identify the industry and the location and find a job that speaks to you and see what they're looking for and backwards plan your certifications, especially if you're still in service. Utilize that tuition assistance, that credentialing assistance, but don't just go get a PMP because you think you want to be a project manager. See what else they need and dial in specifically, because the requirements from industry to industry are so different. You need to look deeper than just a PMP. And that's just one example.
Listen, preach it, brother. Thank you, Seth, for saying that. Anybody else? All right. With that, I want to thank you all so much again for being here with us. I will piggyback on what Seth said. He used the term backwards plan. For the vast majority of folks that are transitioning out of the military, employment is a really important part of that transition. Backwards plan means starting with the end, right? That's a job. And you know who has the jobs? Employers. So to all of our employer partners that both have jobs, that are intentionally seeking military talent, and are here with us today working together to make the journey a little bit simpler for those that are either transitioning or that have already transitioned out. We had a lot of student veterans here today, Guard and Reserve, military spouses. Y'all, the employers are the ones with the jobs. With that, thank you all so much for being here with us today, and we look forward to seeing you back soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your times.
Thanks, y'all.
Question. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Ask
I'm sorry. I was talking to Candy. I was talking in the breakout room. I'm so sorry, sir. I did not mean to.